Essentially, cloud is a drug and common sense is a depleting resource, apparently. That's it. That's my intro. Hi, I'm Amanda. I talk for a living and I'm professionally curious, and you're watching Swell Entertainment, a channel where I talk about whatever I want and explain it to you every Tuesday. And today we are talking about streaming while driving, specifically reading chat and such while driving and getting into accidents. Why? Because this keeps happening. It's getting more consistent, it feels like. It feels like every day there's a new story. And I just want to make everyone feel like an idiot. I do want to make you feel bad about this. This video won't do anything. You'll just be like, whatever, you know. But I do dangerous stuff all the time with my content. I put myself in bad situations. The difference is that I'm putting myself in bad situations, okay? And when you're in a car, on the road, on a freeway, anything, whether there's other people in the car or not with you, by nature of trying to force Darwinism, speeding, being reckless, being insane and reading chat while driving so that you can get some engagement and clout and money or whatever, you are by definition putting other people in danger because there's other people on that road with you. And you are a bad person. End video. No, but seriously, every time I log onto YouTube, because Moist Critical is often recommended to me, the last 3 or 4 weeks, I think, every time I log on, it feels like there's a new video from him of him talking about another streamer, Kick, Twitch, etc., TikTok, getting into an accident because they were like engaging with chat and reading chat or looking at the camera while streaming. But really quick, let me take a second to tell you about the sponsor for today's video, Aura. It feels like every day there is another company that is asking for my personal data, whether it's my legal name, my address, my phone number, you name it, they want it for whatever reason. Sometimes simply for me browsing a site, they want my email. And unfortunately, some of these companies that we deal with on a day-to-day basis, from social media companies to shopping sites, are not as secure with our data as we need them to be. And that is how often our information gets in the hands of data brokers. Now, this report is redacted, but this is some of the types of information that data brokers might have on you, including, as you can see, possible relatives. And as a person on the internet, I already hate that this information is out there, but I especially hate that someone is profiting off of it. Rude. How dare you? That's my data. But that is one of the ways that our sponsor Aura can help. Aura protects your privacy by identifying data brokers selling your information, taking care of the hard part by automatically removing your data from these sites and keeping it off of them. With Aura, you get a ton of incredible services all in one, all at one affordable price. You get alerts if your personal info is found on the dark web, real-time fraud alerts for credit and banking, 24/7 monitoring to help keep your identity secure, a secure VPN, antivirus password manager, and much more. Let Aura do the hard work of keeping you safe online. Go to aura.com/swell so you can try it out for 14 days for free, and Aura can get to work scrubbing your information from these sites if it's there. Again, that's aura.com/swell, and thank you again to Aura for sponsoring this video. There are people that make car content. There's a lot of trucker streamers and things like that, okay? There's a lot of people that do go live or stream, fly a plane even, okay, while they are operating a vehicle, okay, and go live while doing that. That is one thing. If you have the camera over here and you are watching the road, the air, whatever, and you are just talking while you are doing the thing and explaining what you are doing while operating a plane or whatever, I do think that is one thing. If you can do that and not engage, you're not looking at the camera. You're not looking at chat. You're not trying to read chat. You maybe have someone with you that is engaging with moderation. You are not moderating chat while you are operating a vehicle. I do think that's one thing. That's not what's been happening lately. And this has led to the death of at least one person in recent months. This has led to injury. I have at least 2 or 3, maybe 4 different stories in the last couple of months of people streaming while driving and either driving recklessly for attention or reading chat and it ending up in them getting into an accident and in one instance killing someone. And I get it. I'm a full-time creator. Okay, there is good money here, but like you gotta have morals and an actual respect for other human lives other than yourself at a certain point. Otherwise, you're going to do insane things like this, and it's going to lead to people getting hurt. In one instance, I believe the woman's kids were in the car, and she allegedly, I'm covering my ass, hit a man with her car and killed him while driving and live streaming on TikTok. There's a GoFundMe now for her Not for him, for her. This is from the Shade Room. Becoming a dangerous trend, content creators live streaming while driving. In Illinois, a TikToker known as Tea Time allegedly struck and killed a 59-year-old man while live on TikTok with her child in the car. Just days later, another streamer on Kick crashed on live while reading comments. Sorry, I just read the audio again. You hear the impact. Hi, Editing Amanda. Seriously though, if you have not seen this footage, I really don't encourage you to seek it out because you do hear the impact. I don't know if he passed away immediately or not, but you were hearing the impact of something leading to someone's death. So if you, it's not a good audio, obviously, but I encourage you to skip it if you come across it. It's from The Guardian from November, and this is written by Olivia Ebson. Authorities are investigating newly surfaced video that suggests a woman who hit and killed a man while driving in the Chicago suburb of Zion, Illinois, on Monday night was live streaming on TikTok at the time of the crash. The video in question was reportedly taken by a user in Zion, and it shows a woman behind the wheel of a car reacting to a loud thud by saying, "Fuck, fuck, fuck, I just hit somebody." According to the Lake and McHenry County Scanner, which first reported on the video, the Zion Police Department Investigations Commander Lieutenant Paul Kellery said drugs and alcohol were not suspected of being factors in Monday's crash, and the driver involved, a 43-year-old woman, remained at the scene to speak with authorities. Studies through the years have attributed cell phone use while driving to an increase in the potential of serious crashes or worse. A screen recording of a TikTok live video streamed on Monday was then published to the social media app on Friday morning, and it showed user TeaTime3 speaking at her phone while a loud thud. The live stream was quickly disconnected after the thud prompted her to curse, a child to ask what happened, and someone else to ask the driver if she was okay. The user, it has been reported, has since changed her name and made her account private, deleting the biography section in which she had previously described being in Zion, Illinois. A thread on the Reddit platform separately was started by a user who described seeing the video when it was live streamed and wondering whether something deadly had happened. News stories later confirmed the user's worst fears, as the user put it. "It feels like I accidentally witnessed the moment someone's life was taken, and now I can't stop thinking about the victim and how avoidable it was," the user said. "I just keep replaying that sound in my head." The user also said the person driving while on TikTok wasn't paying attention to the road because she was reading comments and grinning at her phone. "A man died because she wanted attention from a live stream," the Reddit user also wrote. Monday's crash occurred at about 5:30 p.m., police said. Darren Lucas, 59, of nearby Beach Park, was unresponsive after being hit, and he was later pronounced dead at a hospital emergency room from blunt force injuries inflicted on him by the crash, the local coroner's office said in a statement. This is the article from the Lake McHenry County Scanner by Sam Borsia. "I just hit somebody" video appears to show driver live streaming on TikTok while she fatally struck a man in Zion. I don't know if you guys remember, last year I did a video on Jack Doherty, who I believe is still currently in jail for having some drugs on him while he antagonized cops in Miami. I'm not gonna say, actions have consequences, but sometimes actions have consequences. I don't know if Jack Doherty got released, because when I search up his name, his top search is apparently ex-UFC champ Andre Arlovsky brawls with streamer Jack Doherty's crew. So he's just, again, getting into fights when he's, I think it's 7 years in jail, potentially. But I talked about last year while he was streaming, I believe, while driving his McLaren in the rain on the freeway, and he crashed it because he was looking down at his phone. He is, at the start of the clip, looking at his phone, and again, he's streaming. His camera operator, who is in the passenger seat, you can fully see, because the camera operator pans to Jack, you can see that his eyes are down. He is not at all looking at the road. He's not going like this. I don't like that either, but he's not going like this at all, okay? He is just down looking at his phone with his hand on the wheel. Then the camera operator pans to the road, zooms in. You can see it's visibly downpouring. They are on the freeway. There's a truck next to them. And you see Jack accelerate and then go, holy fucking shit, grab the wheel. It spins out. The belief is that either he was texting or he was reading chat. I think he's reading chat because it looks like his phone is in his hand like this, and I can see his thumb at the top. So I'm assuming he's holding his hand like this. Either way, he is reading something and not looking at the road while going already very fast before he accelerates in the rain. Thankfully, No one was killed. There were injuries. It was, I believe, just his cameraman. They were so lucky they didn't drive into another car or anything like that, and that these weren't more serious injuries. They're lucky they both still have their legs, frankly. Made a video about that then, and the response to it, everything. He's gotten worse. It's just progressively gotten worse. But that was last year, okay? And that was, again, a McLaren. I think he got into another car accident a few months later this year, okay? And I think he tried to blame it on his girlfriend at the time. It's a whole thing. That looked like a skit. It was weird. He had a car rental and dented the front. It was a whole thing.
Oh my God, Christy. Yes, it's bad. Are you okay? Are you okay? Bro, this is why I don't let you drive.
Everyone's insane. Why are we doing things while driving? What are we doing? Watch the road. Watch the road. There's new laws here in California for we can't even have phones in laps now. You can't. You can't have it open. You can't touch it to change it. And frankly, it feels dramatic, but I think that's the point that we're at. Because what do you mean? This is another one. This is from November 11th. Kick streamer Jackie reportedly crashed his car while live streaming after getting distracted by chat. A kick streamer known as Jackie has reportedly been involved in a car accident while broadcasting live, allegedly after getting distracted by her chat. A viral clip circulating on Reddit and X shows Jackie driving at night, glancing repeatedly at her phone while responding to viewers' comments. Moments later, a sudden jolt and camera shake are seen before the stream abruptly cuts off. While details about the extent of the damage or possible injuries remain unclear, the footage has raised major concern about streaming safely on the road. The clip first surfaced on our livestream fail while our users flooded the comments with criticism towards Jackie's actions. One user wrote, she wasn't even looking at the road for 90% of the video, while another said someone's going to get seriously hurt if this keeps being allowed. Others pointed out that such stunts reflect poorly on streaming platforms, arguing that both Kick and Twitch need stricter enforcement with safety guidelines. There's more here, but then over here, for the Express Tribune, streamer Jackie has banned on Kick for crashing after her live stream sparking outrage online. A 23-year-old IRL and Just Chatting streamer known as Jackie has gone viral after crashing her car during a live broadcast, leading to her ban from the streaming platform Kick. The incident occurred when Jackie was driving while interacting with her viewers. In the footage shared online, she appears distracted by her phone before losing control and colliding with another vehicle. Jackie later admitted, "I just hit a car," and faced widespread criticism from viewers who condemned her reckless behavior and warned her of the dangers of streaming while driving. In a statement following the incident, Jackie acknowledged the seriousness of the crash. "I made a serious mistake streaming while driving and caused an accident. The other driver and I are both fine. Insurance is handling it, but I got lucky. This could have been much worse," she said. She clarified, "I take full responsibility and I won't be streaming while driving again," she added. Jackie's Kick channel was quickly banned, cutting off her primary streaming outlet. Before the crash, she had around 9,700 followers, with recent streams attracting a few hundred viewers. Online reactions were swift and critical. One commenter said, "This should be a permanent ban instantly. Someone will definitely get hurt if this behavior continues." Another added, "She barely looks at the road. It's crazy people like this are out there with us." I don't know if she maintained her ban, but this keeps happening. December 1st, Twitch streamer Melt and Kick streamer Renot Live banned following high-speed crash. Two popular streamers were banned from their platforms after high-speed street race crash in Georgia on November 29th, which was broadcast live to thousands of viewers. Twitch streamer Melt, known for IRL driving content, had 3 passengers in his car while streaming, and Kick streamer Marinette Live followed behind in a separate vehicle, also live streaming the drive. Footage shared on social media platforms, including X and Reddit, shows both drivers speeding through late-night traffic before the crash. Clips reveal Marinette Live cutting across multiple lanes at high speed, losing control, and striking the rear of Melt's car. Viewers heard screams as Melt's vehicle spun towards the highway median. A second clip shows Melt's car heavily damaged on the shoulder, while authorities confirmed several people were injured, though none sustained life-threatening injuries. Fans on social media noted this was not Melt's first live stream crash, with some claiming it was at least his third. Reports from Reddit corroborated previous incidents involving reckless driving during streams. In response to the incident, Twitch and Kick removed both live streams, permanently banning Melt's Twitch channel and making Marinotte's Live's Kick page inaccessible. Neither streamer has issued a public statement regarding the crash and their bans. This one, I don't believe either of them were looking at chat. This was just both of them recklessly driving while streaming, as it said, weaving in and out of traffic. And people noted that apparently this was one of theirs, not their first time live streaming while they crashed. 2 days ago, another degenerate driving streamer. I don't even know if I saw this video yet. That's how recent this one is.
Oh, shit.
This one, I don't think he was reading chat. Can't tell. But he's filming the road as he's driving. And he films himself stopping at a red light and then seeming to decide that he doesn't need to stop anymore and pulling through the red light only for a car that has the right of way to plow into him right in front of him. And so then he hits that car. Why are we live streaming doing insane things? I believe it was Marquez Brownlee a couple of months ago even that he got in trouble on Twitter because he posted a video for one of his car reviews and he was speeding, I believe, in a school zone and apparently had blurred out the speedometer and didn't realize that there was 2 on the dash of the car. So people saw that he was going like 90 in a school zone. What are we doing? Why is everyone being insane? And I'm not going to sit here and say that I've never sped, but oh my God, what are we doing? I'm still playing Moist Critical's video. And it's like this dude just kind of kept going up and filming the guy who he clipped his car. Like everyone's insane. Like I just don't, enough, be done. Figure something else out. IRL streaming. I don't IRL stream, okay, for my streaming. And it's because even when I was on a Twitch contract, okay, they even asked like, oh, it'd be really cool if you could IRL stream like at conventions. 1, I don't do that because it would take away from the reviews, okay? And 2, I don't do that because I publicly travel alone and I don't want you guys knowing where I am at any given moment. I never post in real time. That'd be silly. But also, I just feel like so many IRL streamers do insane things like this. Why are we filming and driving like this? Why are we streaming and driving like this? Why are we talking to chat? Why are we live streaming the accident instead of immediately shutting off the cameras? Guys, I'm okay. I'm gonna go check the other driver. Gotta go. Have a nice night. Goodbye. The end. Why are you streaming this dude's car? This is a whole separate stream, I think. This is Lord Hito. What are we doing? Everyone's insane. Like, I don't know. Everyone needs to get nicer. More compassion. I know I'm being like a mean bitch, angry bitch in this video. I'm cool with that. Because someone needs to be saying it. You guys are dumb. What are we doing? I wasn't going to include this, especially because now it's looking like there's going to be no criminal charges or anything involved. And this was not quite the same thing, but I do want to include it because I think it's insane. Clavicular. He was streaming on Kick a day or so before Christmas, I believe, and he, while driving, a guy who I believe they're calling a stalker, I'm literally using quotations because that's what they are saying in all these articles, jumped on the hood of the car, and then they were like, oh, just go, and he falls off the hood of the car, and then Clavicular continues to drive, and then drives off, and apparently this person, there was talks that he may have died. He did not die. He was seriously injured. This was not an instance of him reading chat or anything like that. This is an instance of him taking an action and choosing to do it and happening to be live while doing it. And I wanted to include it because I think it's insane. There were so many more options before hitting this man with your car. Just saying. All right, I'm just gonna wrap this up. I'm just gonna keep yelling. I need everyone to get a grip. Cloud is a drug. Please develop more common sense. Stop reading chat while you're driving a vehicle. Oh my God. They're gonna make it so that no one can stream when they're driving. And maybe that's what needs to happen next. Maybe that's what needs to happen so that people stop doing this. This is insane. This is crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go. Who have you seen that has done something dumb like this? Do you stream while driving? Let me know. Comment down below. Reminder, I stream on Twitch. Reminder that Swell Entertainment is now available on Spotify. Reminder, check out Girly Pop Go if you'd like to see more car and motorsport content. Shout out to my channel members. If you'd like to join me on channel memberships, you can link join above below. If you'd like to follow me on all social media, they'll appear, and that's me. Have a lovely day. Goodbye. I don't have a funny outro bit. Just don't read chat while you're driving. My God. Okay. Bye.